Salvatore Sal Mineo Jr. was born on January 10, 1939, in the Bronx, New York, to a hard-working Sicilian immigrant family. From a young age, Sal showed a remarkable talent for performance, which led him to the stage by the age of 10. His big break came when he appeared in the Broadway production of The King and I alongside the legendary Yul Brynner. This early exposure to professional theater shaped his work ethic and performance style, setting the stage for a promising career in acting. Sal's breakthrough in Hollywood came at 16 when he was cast as John Plato Crawford in the iconic 1955 film Rebel Without a Cause, where he portrayed a troubled teenager struggling with feelings of abandonment. His nuanced performance not only earned him critical acclaim, but also a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, marking him as a rising star. The rise to fame and Hollywood's embrace. Sal Mineo's career continued to soar after his performance in Rebel Without a Cause, and he quickly became a teen idol. With his striking good looks and ability to portray emotionally complex characters, he was in high demand. He starred in several successful films such as Giant, 1956, Crime in the Streets, 1956, and The Gene Krupa Story, 1959, showcasing his versatility and deep emotional range. Sal's career further expanded in 1960 with a role in Exodus, where he portrayed a Jewish Holocaust survivor, earning him another Oscar nomination. His ability to take on roles that explored the depths of human emotion and suffering made him one of Hollywood's most respected actors. Yet, as he aged, Hollywood's tendency to typecast him and its discomfort with his rumored sexuality began to limit his opportunities. Struggles with typecasting and Hollywood's reluctance. As Sal Mineo transitioned out of teenage roles in the late 1960s, Hollywood's typecasting and its reluctance to embrace his personal identity made it increasingly difficult for him to find substantial roles. Despite being openly gay in his personal life, Sal was one of the few actors of his time who lived authentically. But this honesty came at a professional cost. His refusal to conform to the industry's expectations of masculinity and heteronormative roles limited his opportunities. Rather than retreating from the spotlight, Sal made the bold decision to move away from film and explore other creative outlets. He began focusing on the stage, directing and acting in more avant-garde productions, including Fortune and Men's Eyes, a controversial play about sexuality and prison violence. This move to the stage allowed him to tackle more daring and complex material, proving his resilience in the face of Hollywood's rejection. A bold leap into opera and artistic reinvention. In 1972, Sal Mineo took a daring leap into the world of opera, marking a significant departure from his previous career in film. He directed The Medium, a haunting opera by Giancarlo Menotti in Detroit. The production was a bold choice for Sal, who had spent his early years in Hollywood being typecast into certain roles. This new direction in opera gave him a platform to express his artistic vision behind the scenes while still remaining present on stage. Sal played the role of Toby, a mute servant, and his portrayal was filled with intensity and introspection. The opera's dark themes, combined with Sal's passion for complex roles, demonstrated his desire to push artistic boundaries. Sal's opera production allowed him to continue to challenge audiences while stepping out of his teen idol image and into a more mature, multifaceted artist role. A career resurgence and the play P.S. Your Cat is Dead. By the mid-1970s, after years of struggle, Sal Mineo's career began to see a resurgence. He earned critical acclaim for his role in the stage play P.S. Your Cat is Dead, which was first performed in San Francisco. The play, which dealt with themes of sexuality, vulnerability, and personal power dynamics, allowed Sal to explore more adult and complex topics. His portrayal of a bisexual burglar was both daring and personal, and the success of the production helped reignite public interest in his talents. The play's success led Sal to relocate to Los Angeles, where he sought to establish himself further as a stage actor. This period marked a personal and professional reawakening for Sal, reaffirming that he still had much to offer as an artist, unafraid to confront difficult and controversial subject matter. The complicated romance with Jill Howarth. Sal Mineo's personal life was often just as complex as his career. During the filming of Exodus in 1960, Sal met English actress Jill Howarth, and the two shared a passionate on-screen and off-screen connection. Their relationship, however, was marked by emotional highs and lows, and despite their deep affection for each other, they went through periods of separation. Eventually, they became engaged, though their planned marriage was never realized. The engagement ended abruptly when Jill discovered Sal in a compromising situation with another man. This revelation, which came as a shock to Jill, forced her to confront Sal's sexuality in a way she had not anticipated. Despite this, she chose to remain a close confidant and friend, showcasing a level of maturity and compassion that allowed their bond to endure even after the end of their romantic involvement. The incident with Aaron Spelling and Sal's protective instincts. Sal's relationship with Jill Howarth was not without its tensions. In a particularly emotional moment, Sal became deeply concerned about her brief relationship with television producer Aaron Spelling, who was over 2 decades older than her. Sal disapproved of their relationship, believing that the significant age gap created an imbalance of power. This concern led to a highly charged confrontation between Sal and Spelling, where Sal reportedly punched Spelling in the face, expressing his frustration and anger. This incident revealed the depth of Sal's emotional attachment to Jill and also highlighted his complex feelings about love, jealousy, and the societal pressures he faced as a public figure. Sal's protective instincts towards Jill were rooted in both genuine care and his unresolved personal struggles. Sal's final relationship and emotional stability. In the final years of his life, Sal Mineo found stability in his personal relationships. He entered a long-term partnership with actor and acting coach Courtney Burr III, which lasted 6 years. Their relationship provided Sal with the emotional stability he had longed for throughout his career, and they shared a quiet, private domestic life that contrasted sharply with the public scrutiny Sal had endured in earlier years. Burr, a respected figure in the acting community, offered Sal the support and understanding that had eluded him in many of his previous relationships. Although their relationship was not widely known at the time, those close to Sal considered Burr to be an integral part of his life, and the love they shared was deeply meaningful. The tragic and mysterious murder of Sal Mineo. The murder of Sal Mineo on February 12, 1976, remains one of Hollywood's most tragic and unsolved mysteries. After a rehearsal for his role in P.S. Your Cat is Dead, Sal was returning to his West Hollywood apartment when he was viciously attacked and fatally stabbed in a dark alley. His death sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, and the initial investigation was riddled with confusion. Rumors swirled about possible motives, ranging from robbery to a hate crime, and some speculated that the murder was linked to Sal's sexuality. Despite early leads and witness accounts, the case went cold. Theories about the involvement of powerful Hollywood figures in organized crime began to surface, but no solid evidence was found. The breakthrough and lingering doubts. In 1979, nearly 3 years after Sal's murder, a breakthrough came when 21-year-old pizza delivery driver Lionel Ray Williams was arrested for an unrelated crime. During questioning, Williams boasted about being involved in the stabbing of a famous actor. He was subsequently charged with Sal's murder and convicted. While Williams was sentenced to 57 years in prison, doubts about the case lingered. Many believed the true motive behind Sal's death remained unclear. Questions arose about whether Williams had acted alone or had been manipulated into committing the crime. The lack of clear evidence linking him to Sal and the fact that Sal's valuables were left untouched suggested a deeper conspiracy, potentially involving Hollywood insiders or organized crime. Uncovering the dark reality behind the murder, new evidence surfaced 50 years after Sal Mineo's death, including police files and court transcripts that had been neglected for decades. These documents revealed that crucial evidence had been overlooked during the original investigation. Internal memos suggested that Williams may have been hired or manipulated into carrying out the attack as part of a larger conspiracy. Some reports pointed to interference from powerful figures in Hollywood who wanted Sal silenced. The LAPD, facing its own scandals at the time, failed to properly follow up on tips that could have unraveled the true motive behind the crime. The final twist in Sal Mineo's case is not